Come on, fighters, take off. Look at this. Boom, we are zooming in. I love this freaking camera. This is great. Are you good? If not, let's get good. It's Wednesday night, and that means that I am playing Endless Space as the Vaulters. So in the last episode, we began working towards a Team Spirit fleet. Now, I did find out from Fable Scroll Productions that Team Spirit does not work like the tooltip says. It simply gives you a bonus based on the number of CP in the fleet. So it's much more beneficial to put a fleet full of good ships together and use that and get the bonuses from that than it is to do one of each ship type like it sounded like, which is kind of disappointing because I really thought that was a cool like gameplay mechanic for them to implement. Anyway, so what I've done is I've gone in here and I've replaced all of the ships we were building with more Dion Garofalos, which is awesome because now we'll have an entire fleet of like fleet fighter carrier ships. Now we're currently working towards anomaly reduction options to get rid of the negative anomalies on our home system, but as soon as that is done, I think what I want to do is jump in here for non-baryonic shielding. And the reason I want to do that is because Azrael has requested that I name this ship right here, our big ship, which has minus 30% ship cost, as Big Ass Bertha, and then we build a fleet of Big Ass Bertha ships, which I'm totally down with. So we're going to do that, and then I'm actually going to come back and start rounding out our research a little bit because we're sort of missing pieces from different areas. What are we missing up here? Don't really need that. What else? There's nothing up here that we super badly need. Bombers would be nice, though. I think I will pop in for those. Where are we at over here? I think this is the tree that's suffering the most as far as being behind. So I'm going to go ahead and take those, and this, and this, and this, and that should get us nice and caught up. Is that what I think it is? I thought this only worked for planets that had moons. I must be thinking of a different one. Either way, that's fine. We have plenty of research set now. I'll probably come in and add these in on this side just to round it out. That gives us the next 11 research is done, which is not a bad thing. That means we're pretty much good to go. Canceron has a ton of stuff to do, including colonizing a ton of planets. That's all fine. Did we get a new Academy slot yet? No, we didn't. Okay. Oh, I want to hire him so bad. This is like, I believe, the special hero from the Endless Day event. Yeah, it is, Taraj Emlek. Okay, so I want to hire him really bad, but we can't until we get another slot. That's fine, we'll get there eventually. And now that we've done all of our setup, so to speak, let's get down to business. I'm going to go ahead and end the turn so that these ships can finish moving and we can finish decimating these UE guys right here. Speaking of which, that reminds me, Staturus is needing to be renamed to UE Done. Alright, UE, you are done. We have killed your biggest system. You have nothing left to fight us with. Let's see. What do you got? Yeah, you should just smash face with that Kit Kat fleet real quick. Oh, they've got a couple of cruisers and a level 10 hero. This is an actual fight. I'm honestly a little bit surprised at this point. I figured we had pretty much annihilated everything the UE had. That's not really a big fight. Do we want to watch this one, guys? I think we'll... it is a hero fight, though. It's a hero fight, so I think we'll watch this. Alright, guys, let's see it in action. Let's go, Kit Kat fleet, do your job. Here we go, bang bang. And let's hide the UI. And if we're really lucky, it'll actually show our ships when we aren't shooting and show their ships when we are exploding them, because for some reason the camera likes to look at our ships as the other ships explode. And I don't know if that's just because we kill so quickly that the camera doesn't get a chance to swing back or what. I would be willing to accept that answer. Okay, here we go. Pop 'em, pop 'em, pop 'em, pop 'em, pop 'em while we're watching. Yeah, look at that, just annihilated that fleet. There's no chance at escape, no chance at anything. I am loving the Kit Kats. And I probably will enjoy the new fighter fleet ships too when those are done. But they've got a little bit of time on them. We're basically making one every 2 turns. It's going to be a little while before we get them out and sort of going, but I'm okay with that. Ground Pounders, please come up here to Hadar and begin the invasion. You are not the Ground Pounders. Why did... Okay, good. The Ground Pounders did leave this time. And you guys should be landing right over here by now. Nope, you didn't make it. Okay, that's fine. Slava Smerov got another point, and we are working towards Team Spirit. Yes, we've got access to it right now. Bam, Team Spirit. That is quite nice right there. And from my understanding, Lethal Modder is actually really, really good too, so I'm probably going to pick that up. Thanks again to Fable Scroll Productions for all the information he provided me on the hero abilities. I still haven't got a chance to actually dig into the XML that defines what they do, but I'm looking forward to doing that in the near future so I can have a better understanding of exactly how things work. We are blockading the system, good. Yeah, I think that's it, we'll just end our turn. I mean, this has become pretty plain and simple, we're just kind of steamrolling the galaxy, and you know, somebody asked what difficulty I'm playing on, and I mentioned that I play on the default difficulty because I run my channel as a sort of a buyer's guide, and I want people to get a clear look at what they're getting when they purchase the game. Just, you know, out of the box, this is how it works, and that's completely fine, but I think for the next Endless series I do, since I've covered both of them with a default setting game, I'm gonna probably turn the difficulty up a little bit so that we get a little more challenge out of this. Because right now we're just slaughtering the galaxy, like this is not even an issue, we're just smashing everything. Let's go ahead and blockade that system just in case they try to send someone up here and cross over there. We're basically just protecting our invasion fleet as they spend some turns tearing that down. Discovery of a wonder sensor platform on Ying? Where's this? Oh yeah, Ying, okay. That's cool, so we'll be able to take advantage of that once we capture Ying. And for right now, we're just gonna go ahead and end the turn. Alright, so we have soil revivification. I can pronounce it, see? And we master celestial bodies, colonization of a celestial body. Oh, that means we colonized a gas planet, I believe. Sweet, we are making progress, guys, making lots and lots of progress. And I want to kind of go in now and start looking at all of our... Actually, I'm not even going to do it through that menu because that's a really bad way to do it. This is a much, much better way to do it. Fix all the things, please. Fix all the things, put them all in queue. No production from UE done, that's because they are still in strike. Although we can still put something in production, so let's do that. What do you guys need to be happy? You need... infinite supermarkets and colonial rigs, or colonial rights, not colonial rigs, my bad. And yeah, we'll also build the Planetary Institute. Careful sweeping is dust, we don't need that just yet. Do we have any other production stuff? Not really. Alright, so now that we've got all that construction set up, let's go ahead and continue. We should be fixing everything Caprica. These systems are improving their quality of life with anomaly reduction, so Caprica looks like it's the only system that had, like, fully red negatives. That's also because we were waiting on some of the systems because we didn't want to colonize them while they had red negatives. But we can do that now and fix those. So I'm going to set those into queue so that we can begin those colonizations. You're all good. Let's see how Leonis is. We've got an Arctic here that we can... Oh, they're way, way buried under stuff to build, though. You know what, though? Anything that's not colonized, we're going to set to colonize. Basically, every turn we spend without these planets colonized is a turn that we are not getting resources from them, which is just a bad thing in my opinion. So I am going to colonize pretty much everything. And once everything is colonized in each system, we'll come in and build the exploitations on those systems, or on those planets. And we can't colonize the asteroid yet, we'll be able to get that soon. How about over here? Anything we need to fix? Nope. Okay, everything should be pretty solid, let's keep going. They are sending a fleet, and it's got 3 CP and a commander. Hey, at least there's a commander in that one, let's go. Alright, come on UE, show me what you got. I'm also keeping this fleet at UE done because that is our new choke point. Like, as long as we hold that, it becomes very, very difficult for them to strike at our undefended home systems. And even if they did, we could always, well, we need to get a Volter's Aperture built first, but we could always use the Aperture to jump back. Okay, so I'm gonna pick Dust Barriers. Again, I find Dust Barrier to be the best overall, because A, it's free, and B, it basically compensates for the fact that you don't have healing or anything. At least in the fleets I build. Although the new ones, the fighter fleets, will in fact have healing, because they're gonna be super cheap to produce. And the goal, once again, is just to make sure that once they are produced, they can basically stay alive forever, which gives us, you know, sort of an incremental advantage in any sort of conflict that we have. Okay, so we are good there. Canceron is done building all the things. First thing we need to do is... Oh, we haven't colonized that yet, have we? Okay, fine. Colonize that. and when that's done, we'll have it fix the toxic anomaly, and then we'll go through and put all of our exploitations on. Where's everybody else at? You're all good. Alright, let's end the turn. Wait, how did that system go from 9 turns to 18? That is, like, flagrantly ridiculous. I'm gonna jump into our research real quick because we're gonna need invasion troops. Like, that's a thing. We're gonna need them because this is just really slow. And there they are. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add that to our queue. We should get there fairly quickly. We've got a couple of systems, well, we've got one system producing purely science. Canceron is ready to fix that anomaly, and then we will have them terraform everything to food. And the reason I start out with exploit, not terraform, but the reason I start out with every exploitation as food, in case you're wondering, is because we want to use food— oh, moon survey. We want to use food to populate these planets to the max. Once they are maximum populated, we can switch over these exploitations to something a little more useful. And there are some really useful exploitations. We won't be using them just yet, though, because of the reasons I already mentioned. Okay, Sophon done. You are completely clear, so we need you to fix the toxicity here, and also do a moon survey. While you're at it, build a farm. Good job. Okay, coming back down. Where are we at? Demonon, you have nothing in queue. Colonize that Baron, please. See, these guys are already filled out. Once this Baron planet fills up, we're going to switch these over to something a little bit better. And based on the planets we have here, we've got food coming from that. Food is not incredibly great. I may be looking to terraform this Terran planet in the future. Farms, we can terraform that to lava, which is really, really good. Like, really, really, really good, but deserts have dust, too. This is science, this is food, this is dust. So right now this system is very split up. Once we begin terraforming, we can basically engineer our systems to be whatever we want. And in that situation, we will make them perfect for whatever they are particularly generating. Okay, so we've got another fight here. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw our dust barriers on. Or I guess regular barriers. I think dust barriers might be a separate one, and then we'll just auto that. Blam in the face. Okay, so we got him. We got a little bit of damage on one of our cheap thrills, but it's not a big deal. And Joran Egizray, I still can't pronounce that, is exactly 1 level away from being capped out, I believe. I believe 20 is the cap, and that is an interesting little prospect. We have Team Spirit on this guy? Is that what we were working on? No, it is not. What was the last thing we took? Defender 2, so what does Defender 2 lead into? Nothing on that. How about on corporate? Security specialist. That doesn't seem like what we were going after. Yeah, I think we were looking for something in here, but I'm not sure what we were after. I don't know. Oh, and that's the other thing that Fable Scroll Productions told me. This +3 defense, it only applies when you have defense mods on the ship, so if you don't have any defense mods on the ship, it's absolutely useless, which is sort of disappointing because I already put a couple points there, but I'll live with it. What do we have? Hyperdriven lets him be reassigned faster. Yeah, I think what we'll probably end up doing is... I'm gonna go with Hardy Constitution. It's unlikely that anybody will injure him, but if they do, I would rather be safe than sorry. We have like 4,000 dust. What am I doing? Okay, I'm gonna stop being bad at the game, and I'm gonna start pumping out ships. Yeah, we're gonna have a Dion Garofalo fleet next turn and not care. And then we're gonna come over here and just produce stuff. All the stuff. We have tons of money that we don't need, we're just gonna push it all out. There we go. As long as we keep killing dudes, we will keep getting rich, and that is exactly what we're gonna do. Hey, we have 4 Dustwater, which gives us plus 30% XP on Empire. That's kinda good, but I was hoping it was more like the Endless Legend bonus, which is like a bunch of extra dust. Sorry, I was taking a drink there real quick. Let's see, Vergon. You have produced all the ships. We have a Jan Garofalo fleet. And we're gonna go ahead and name this fleet based on what Dion Garofalo requested. If I can, how do I know there's a way to... Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. There we go. Refugee fleet. This is the refugee fleet. Oh, really? Okay, we'll just call it Refugee then. Sorry, Dion, that is the maximum name I could get for the fleet. It's rather disappointing, but it is what it is. Let's bring these guys down. I think what I'm gonna do is move this commander over to the Dion Garofalo fleet and leave the Kit Kat fleet here on UE Dun to guard this choke point. And that'll let us push even further into UE territory, even faster, which is what we want. Now Vergon, you cannot colonize that, you are not quite full yet, but you're getting there. What don't you have? Nothing, you have like everything, so I guess we'll switch you to Industry Science Conversion. I think that makes sense because it'll help us power through some of this science. And then we'll go ahead and do what we gotta do and end the turn. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's see if there's anything in here. Geminon, are you doing something? You are not, so let's make you do this. Yeah, we'll give him food exploitation, and soon we will be able to terraform. We already have the ability to terraform some systems, but until you've unlocked all of them so that you can push everything up to like really good gas planets, there's no point in sweating it. Okay, so, well, I guess there is if you try to be preemptive and like convert planets so that you can make them into gas giants. That's probably a good idea, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so we've got a small and a medium here. We'd only get +1 population from that, and only on our small planet, so that's not really worth it. Well, actually, it depends. It depends on what we make this system, and this system is ripe to be made into a dust system, I think. Well, we have to get terraformed a gas giant first. I think we will. We'll go ahead and build endothermic here, because the ability for this place to generate a bunch of dust would be really nice. We have 800 dust right now. We could rush stuff, but there's really no point. Alright, move the fleets. Come on. Come on, that's right. What do we got going on here? I'm gonna go ahead and take this fleet, and we are going to assign Smerov to it. And then we're gonna take that new Dion Garofalo fleet, the refugee fleet, and we're gonna bring it down here so that we can go to war. And we will end the turn so that we get down there. I want to do one fight with the new Dion Garofalo fleet, and then I'll probably call it an episode, because I think we're getting pretty close to time if we're not already over it. Okay, so our system hero has leveled up, and wow, Minister of Propaganda plus 35 happiness on system. That is really useful. Especially since I think he's still sitting here in Caprica, because we have... Hey, we're content now. Do you see that, guys? We made it to content. That is something. +1 on planets with an explored moon, +1 on planets. Wow, that's good. Yeah, we'll put that in queue. I'll pull those Kit Kats out of queue because we don't really need them anymore. We're sort of moving our way up already. Haha, look at this. This here's a no-brainer. We trust each other and I'm gonna make our lives easier. The Sheridan are offering me Transvine and Eden Essence for open borders. This is a tough one because giving them open borders gives them the ability to sort of send in fleets and begin invading our space if they want to at some point. But at the same time, like, I could take resources, and if they do come in, what do? We just, you know, stomp them out of the systems. I think I'll take it. I'll take it, and then I'll look at our science. Hey, we got the Yujiko. So I'm gonna do one fight with the Dion Garofalos, and then set up the Big Ass Bertha's ships, and then we will call this an episode. Hey, come on, Dion Garofalos, fly down. Dang it, they're slow. They take one more turn to get there. That is the Dion Garofalos I sent down, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, good. I was gonna say, if that's the Kit Kat fleet, I'm gonna be so irritated. Okay, Smerov leveled again. What are we gonna get this time? I think we want Lethal Mater here. I think that's a really powerful ability for us to have. Ooh. Or we could leech science. That's kind of good. There's Dust Barrier. That's the one I was thinking of. Ooh, or we could get +3 movement. I think movement is gonna be really nice. So we'll go ahead and get that, and then we are going to do our first combat with the Dion Garofalo fleet. This should be really interesting. It's really, really cool watching the fighters come out and do their thing. So that is exactly what we're going to do. There's also a fighter cam, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, here we go. Dion Garofalo fleet, this is your inaugural engagement. Show us what you can do. Oh, these ships might be built terrible, actually, because I think the only thing they really have, weapon-wise, is their fighters. But that's okay, and we're gonna jump to the fighter cam. Look at all those fighters, that's awesome. Okay, we are on the fighter cam right now, and we are about to go to war. Come on, fighters, take off. Look at this. Boom, we are zooming in. I love this freaking camera. This is great. We are zooming in on the ships, following our giant swarm of fighters, and oh, they're gone. They're gone. We didn't even last a round. Look at that. Our fleet just tore them up. This is the refugee fleet. Fear it. Fear it. Okay, this is cool, because those actually kind of look like raptors. I mean, it's not perfect, but they kind of look like raptors. If you don't know what I'm talking about, those are the ships from Battlestar Galactica. Alright, we've got Baron transformation now, and we are working towards bombers, which help with invasions, and bunker busters, which also help with invasions. And what do we have here? Caprica, Uidun, Uidun. Okay. That being done, we have seen the Beyond Garofalo fleet in action, and now it is time to come in and build our Big Ass Berthas. Look at that ship. It is a big ass ship. Look at that. Well, I mean, technically, that's the ass, so it's not a big ass ship, but you get what I'm saying. Anyways, let's come in here. We've got 4 special modules for this ship. Why am I tempted to do nothing but fighters? I kind of really just want to do swarms of fighters. Okay, those are battle fighters, that should be fine. We could do them as balanced and use these ships to invade as well. I think we'll try that, because I've never really done that. And I think that would be a very, very cool idea for us to try. Because then they might be able to just dominate in space and on the ground. Okay, so we've got 200 invasion from that, that's it. That's a little bit disappointing, guys, to be 100% honest. I think that's okay though, like, let's see if we can put some siege on them, maybe. How much can we ramp that up? Holy crap, look at that. But I think there's a limit anyway, so that's kind of wasteful, and I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I will put engines on them because we do need to increase their speed so they can move, you know, well enough to actually be considered good. Oof, power. That's a real nice module for increasing damage. I think we'll take that. I'm not sure if that applies to fighters. That would actually be something interesting to look at. I'm gonna go 2 in each of our defenses, because these ships are not, well, they are cheaper than most other ships, but they're not super cheap. And then I'm gonna go 2 there, and just keep going back and forth, alternating. I want an even spread between beams and kinetics. Perfect, look at that. We've got 8 left, not a whole lot to do with that. Oh, we can't even add 1 missile? Really? Not even 1? That's somewhat disappointing. What about a medium range? We could add a melee range missile that is level 1 to our ship. No, I'm not gonna do that. What I will do though is I will add another flak, since we know projectiles are kind of really, really good. And then we will call this ship Big Ass Bertha. There we go. Azrael, just like you requested, we have a Big Ass Bertha ship, and now we just need to make a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to come to Virgon because this is our ship production system. I will pull industry to science conversion, and we will begin producing... Are these 3 CP? No, they're 4. Wow, so we can only have 3 of these in a fleet. Okay. So 4 CP ships, we're going to build 3 of those, and then we will have a giant, giant fleet. A successful launch of a ship in this size means that now, more than ever, you can project your will across the constellations of the galaxy. You're dang right we can. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, leave something in the comments. If you want me to name something or some other form of interaction, leave that in the comments too. Keep gaming responsibly.